Welcome back, loyal citizens. What's going on? A couple things. First off, we're gonna pour this Mountain Dew and we're gonna crack it. Oh! Damn, that tastes good. I'm not even lying. Okay, what's going on? Hey, we got a camera. We got this little camera. We got it off Amazon. Come with little attachments. It looks pretty cute. Paid I think 40 bucks for it. So we're gonna stick that in, find out what kind of piston we got, and you know, that'll really determine how much more I want to kind of go with this as far as trying to fire it up. I guess I probably may still try and fire it up or whatever. So anyway, whatever. What's going on? Okay, you may have seen or may not have seen, Atmore is permanently closed on Joey's end. So until the Indians actually, the tribe actually bulldozes it down, it's still there. It's still a drag strip. Someone could lease it. We don't know. But we know that Joey is no longer going to be involved with it, which I've been somewhat critical of him at times, and he did keep the track open for 4 years. He was a nice guy. Just some of the ways he ran things was not conducive, at least for us, to like having a good time. I mean, you know, it doesn't always have to be radial grudge, no prep or no time. That it doesn't have to be that way. And I don't care if there are test and tunes in races, that's fine. But every test and tune where you've got it split to radial and slick, and it's for us that want to race each other and stuff with slicks, that sucks. We can't do it, but whatever. So that's in the past. We've only got to look to the future. Another side note is that there was a race happening in Mobile, a stick shift race that I actually was going to go to, and here's the flyer for it. But we did not go to it because they changed the flyer. The first flyer I put up came out in early November, mid-November, and then literally a week before the race, they changed the flyer to this right here. As you may notice, it was 24 spectator, 24 tech cards. That's $40 to get in, and then it was another 40 on top of that to race on the first flyer. So it was $80 plus gas and whatever else to get up there. So I was going to try and get the Lincoln ready and to go up there just to test. I was willing to pay $80, and to be perfectly honest, they don't prep it like Atmore does. I'm not even, they can say what they want, but the proof's in the pudding. We've got guys that have went up there. I've been up there. It ain't the same as Atmore, whatever. But I'd still go up there and run the Lincoln. But once they went to $100 buy-in, now we're looking at $140 to walk in the door. And that ain't worth it to go up there and just get smoked. Now, Eric did go. He got knocked out like in the first round, bought back in and made it to the final. Didn't win. I think he got treed and couldn't run the guy down or whatever. But he did basically make his entry fee back up. I think he won 150 bucks. They split. It was like 600, 150 or something like that. So, here's a picture of what that night was like. That is not smoke. That is fog, dew laying over the racing surface. That is the track, what you saw. And there's no way I'm taking the fail TD up there for that kind of situation. I'm especially not paying that $140 just to walk in the door for that. I think Eric's basically his best pass was a 708. He didn't say he ran anything there, so he was off a couple tenths. Anyway, whatever. So we didn't go, and that was their last race of the year. They also had a last-second test and tune, and we weren't ready. They don't ever put anything up ahead of time. Whatever. So basically, our season's over. We're done. So, but that we did have opportunity to race. We didn't, and that's why. And Eric said the track was bad. So sue us. But anyway, we'll talk about that. I guess we'll do an end of the year thing or whatever. So right now we're going to work on this, but that's what's going on. Mobile will technically be our new home for the foreseeable future. I'm not super excited about that, but whatever. But we still do not know the fate of Atmore officially. We know Joey's fate at Atmore. We just don't know the fate of Atmore because he doesn't own the track. The Indians, the tribe, they own the track. They don't sell property. If you know anything about tribal or Indians, once they buy land, they don't sell it. I mean, I think we all can understand, but they don't get rid of land. So it's not going anywhere. It's not for sale. They're not going to sell it. But we'll find out more, I guess, after the first year, and maybe something will happen. I don't know. So anyway, let me shut you guys off and let me get the hood and stuff off, and we'll take a peek and see what we can see. Also point out that the voting to scrap this was overwhelming. And for everyone that voted to junk it, I appreciate you. I appreciate it. So, okay, let's it looks like valve relief to me. Let's can't believe that I left spark plugs in it. Normal operation would be to leave plugs out of it so it would rust the cylinders to death. We obviously didn't do that. Oh yeah. Yeah, now we can see it. Look at that. Can you guys see that? We got valve reliefs. Oh, we're in business. We can put us a big honker donker in here. Got about those cylinder walls look amazing. But it's got valve relief, so all right. Happy with my little $40 camera. I mean, it does video and picture too, but I didn't really read the instructions, so I don't know how that works. All right, so we do have valve reliefs. What we really need to do is clean these plugs off and so maybe they'll be a little better fire up on. So, well, that's pretty cool. I don't know why. It's pretty cool. Like I say, anyway, whatever. I ain't even gonna talk about it. Hell with it. And before we go any further, we got a little something in the mail as well.
Are you started?
Yes.
I'll do like Rodney. You're supposed to say action.
Action!
Okay, we're not waiting on Rodney. He's at the track, and Lauren and I want to get into the cookies. So mostly Lauren want to get into the cookies. So we're opening them without him. And these are from Jason. And
I have unsteady hands.
Merry Christmas cookies.
Yay!
Should we see what they look like?
Yes.
I was going to say closer. Ooh. I'm glad we didn't wait on it.
Whoa!
Oh, definitely having one of those. Oh, wow.
Weird.
Ooh, look, these are sugar cookies. Do you like sugar cookies?
Oh!
Little butter cookies. Oh, yeah. Ooh, what's under here? Ooh. Oh, there's a chocolate one. What are you trying to get, that?
This one.
Oh.
They have little designs on them.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank
Lauren
you.
says thank you.
They're from Cheryl's Cookies, if anyone's wondering.
Yes.
They're from Cheryl's Cookies.
There's only one of these and I get it.
Ohio based.
Yes. Oh, hey, there's your family.
There you go. But thank you, Jason.
Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna munch on these.
I didn't even get to open it. So Jason, appreciate the cookies. I absolutely didn't need them. I did eat some. I ate some of them. Teresa ate some of them. Lauren ate some of them. We really enjoyed them. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We do have a starter on it. Double check that. We vacuumed some stuff off. Make sure to get anything in the valley. And now we got to find an old intake gasket and see if we can bolt that Chinese intake down. Also, if you're putting on one of these Chinese intakes, you are probably going to have to grind these down just a little bit. I just put a flapper wheel on them. I've already done both sides because they just have a little bit too much casting on them. They'll hit on the heads. I had to do this on the Brain. I don't know if this applies to aluminum headed cars too or whatever, but on GT40s, yes. And then on just setting it on the Pickle, yes. So before you put your RTV down and everything, thinking you're just gonna plop this dude on, it will need to probably need to have this ground down a little bit. So test fit first and have it where it'll sit, because it won't sit down. It look like it needs to be milled, which it kind of does right here. All right, let me go test fit it now. Got the clearance on it pretty good, so we just set it down. Now we're going to put some RTV and set it down, put some bolts in it. Got a gasket, got a housing, got some bolts, got a thermostat. What is this? 160, man. Keep it cold around this motherfucker. Then we're going to bolt it to this crap. And we got some RTV. There it is right there. And we're going to do it on this saline wing, man. Good for something. Mazel tov. Hey, hand puppet, what's happening? Stock short block, stock head, stock cam. We don't give a damn. We got the Hot Boy setup on it, man. That right there will wake up any stock bottom in 302. You best believe that. We'll stick some 48s in the back of this bitch, and we will turn it till it won't turn no more. We'll turn it till the sun comes up. Hear what I'm saying? Booyah! All right, let's look for a little TDC, baby. Oh, I feel pretty close. That's close enough for government work. And it's a good looking machine now, I ain't gonna lie. Here's our module. Some little kid in China put his heart and soul into this, so you guys don't make fun of him if it doesn't work. But we also have this distributor that one of you kind souls sent me. I don't remember who it was, and I certainly apologize for that. But it has got a Stelio gear on it. We're going to put the big body spark plug stuff on it, and we're going to drop it down in that sound event. Jesus Christ. You do a little bitty tiny clearance right here. Distributor's a little tight trying to drop in, so we've got our thing out. So let me give that a little whirl. All right, we're close. You see the mark right there? I'll get that out and we'll be able to, I think, get it in. I'm not a complete savage. Got it dropped in. I think we're pretty close. We'll probably have to re-drop it about 6 times, but we did get distributor down in it. That's all that matters. Getting this Hot Boy ready to get hot. Well, that's going to do it. It's getting late. I got to go pick up Teresa from work, and then it'll be dark. So we'll get back on it here shortly, and just to see if it'll run. I mean, I do want to find that out. Thanks for all the votes saying don't do anything with it, because obviously this car's pretty rough. But it is probably the worst Mustang. It's probably the worst Fox body that anyone's working on YouTube right now. I would say. I mean, there may be people that we're not restoring. We're not trying to fix it, make it better. We're just trying to get it running, and then we'll see what happens after that. But probably just pull the motor, take the wing off of it, your Hot Boy wing. I don't know. Maybe beans will come. I don't know. Who knows what we're gonna do? We don't even know. So the combination for the car is listed in the description, and hopefully we'll get it fired up in the next video and see where we're at. So thanks for commenting, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, but especially thanks for all the ways you guys support the channel. We couldn't do it without you, and we most certainly wouldn't want to. And until next time on the Substandard Leader and Fox Body videos on this here man's YouTube. I mean, my God, look at it. 1 year, 5-speed, single plane, push rod, Lincoln Town Cars, 4 drag vans, proud owner, proprietor. Yes, we got to work on it. Drink mixer, brake, bleeder, gear shifter, pole dancer extreme of Club Big Boost. And as always, fighting that good fight against them zombie Mustangs and that rascal Dr. Fear. We'll see you guys in the next video.